Good morning, traders. Welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris, and this video is taking a look at the euro dollar and pound dollar. But before we do that, I wanted to ask you for your review of our services and indicators and our website in general. And if you're a member, of course, of SWAT, ChemXD, or ECS Live, about those courses and those systems. All right. So at Forex Peace Army, and the link will be down below in the description. All right, euro dollar is still struggling to break below 111.50, but if it does, there is a fair chance that finally we might see some movement to the downside. 111 will be the next logical target, then 110.50, then 110. You don't want to aim too far, I think, on the euro dollar as the volatility is very, very low. But price remains below the 21 EMA, and we see that the correction might be finished here. This kind of ABC pattern. And the failure to break above the 21 EMA twice, maybe 3 times actually. So with that said, I think there's a fair chance that price will finally make it to the downside. We had big struggle around this area, and finally we had a break here and here. But this one looks a bit more corrective, this pullback, whereas this pullback was quite strong and impulsive. So I think we are looking at a potential break pullback continuation at this moment on the euro dollar. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. You see the price is slowly but surely breaking through these fractals as well, which could have been a head and shoulders pattern here like this, small one. But still, that did not materialize. Price remains below the 21 EMA on this 4-hour chart. Everything is aligned. Price below the 21 EMA, which is below the 144 EMA. And so that looks good for continuation. Hourly chart as well. Looks like there was an ABC correction finished here. And as price rebroke below the 21 EMA, that was probably a decent opportunity to try to trade this breakout to the downside. So for the moment, price just dipped another 4 pips as we speak. I think that this makes it more and more likely that the continuation lower is going to take place. If you want a little bit more confirmation, I think this hourly candle would be a good thing to keep an eye on. If it closes below 111.50, well, actually, I should say probably around 111.45, right? Close to the low, then that could be a good candle for a continuation lower. Or if you want to be a little bit more careful, even the 4-hour chart. Look for a decent 4-hour candle in this morning session. So what we're looking for is probably even a candle that can go at least to 111.30, 11.25, maybe retrace back to 111.35, and then continue lower to 111, and maybe 110.50. All right, not a lot of space, but yes, it could be a breakout taking place finally on the euro dollar. What happens if price breaks above these tops here, 111.80? Then we might be looking at some kind of triangle pattern expansion on the 4-hour chart. So in that case, there's a fair chance that price will get back to, let's put a fib from here to here. The 50 fib, 112, would be still a bouncing spot. Same for 112.16 and 112.30. It would really have to break above 112.50, 112.60 for me to be bullish on this euro dollar. Otherwise, all of these fibs could still be a bouncing spot. You can see that the 38.2 fib was already used as a bouncing spot. So the next bouncing spot would be the 50 fib at 112. All right. So even if it does move up, that would be the reversal spot. Well, it would be good if the 4-hour candle, by the way, would close below 111.30, because in that case, this bottom is broken, and that's an important bottom as part of this potential triangle. So if that bottom breaks, then in that case, the triangle seems to be broken. All right, pound dollar. Continuing again, we had, I don't know, let's see, when we had the video was 2 days ago, so that was 21st around here. Yes, so we had the breakout as expected. It was taking place somewhere in here, but then we said watch out, there could be a retracement up to that 128 zone, 128.50, maybe 127.75. That's what happened. Hit 128.11, 12ish, and then turned from that spot. So if you use that analysis, potentially you could have found a good pullback within this downtrend, and price has moved, depending on the spot that you maybe traded, that almost 200 pips to the downside since then. So a lot of good downtrend at this moment. A lot of good impulse on this moment with the pound dollar. 125 would be the next target. It has broken below the 126.50 target already. So the next target will be 125. Let's put the whiz level on the chart. You can see that WIS level 6 is at 124.22. So, 125 is a round level to be aware of course, but it could actually even expand down to WIS 6. And that is certainly possible with the pound that has, is known for its momentum and impulse. So that's really the next level to think about after 125. All right, is there any way to trade it? Well, at this moment, I think that we kind of already had 5 waves down like this. So this morning, or I should say last night, there was an engulfing twin at the 21 EMA. So that could have been one way of trading that last, or not maybe last push, but for the moment, the wave 5 at least, the end of wave 4, let me say it this way. So yes, breakouts here potentially, or pullbacks here could have been one, other ways, or here could have been all ways of trading this pound dollar. And before that, we had multiple bear flag breaks, of course. Now, at this moment, I would not be that interested in trading the pound specifically, because I think it could be completing a wave 5 and it might make some kind of correction. Now, if it doesn't, you never know with trading, of course, it could just keep on falling and keep on moving lower. If this 4-hour candle looks strong, there could be some opportunities maybe on a 50-minute chart. If you get some kind of bear flag like this, there could be an immediate follow through. It's still possible on the 50-minute chart that could be a wave 1, 2, 3, and then a 4, and then one more wave 5. So it could still kind of expand with one more push lower on the 15. But I think that eventually a larger correction will take place, some kind of flag pattern, I do believe, and then a break of that bear flag or triangle would be the best to trade down to 125 and 124.25. That's my view. So today, yes, maybe a continuation on the 50-minute chart if we get some good 1-hour and 4-hour candles closes to confirm that the bears are in control this morning. And maybe one more 50-minute push. But otherwise, I would actually be more inclined to see a retracement. Now, I be honest with you, that retracement might not happen right away. It might happen only when price hits 125. It's a little bit of I'm not too certain about this part. But for my trading perspective, I would only trade it on the 15 as a small trade, continuation, or just wait for a retracement. That's my view. Maybe I'm too conservative, but that's just my 2 cents. If you're holding on to trades from the past, as I already mentioned, the breakouts and the potential trades here, then it depends a little bit how tight you want to keep that trade on and how much you want to aim for further targets. But using a fractal like this, for instance, and putting a stop loss at 127.05 could make sense. If you want to give more space, you can go even above 128 or go above 127.50. Those are all potential trail stop losses as well one can think about. Or if you really want to tighten the trail stop, you can go above this 4-hour candle high at 126, above 126.50, like 126.53, 55, and then really try to lock in as much profit as you want. So those are kind of a couple of ideas for potential trail stop losses if you're still in those trades, those breakouts or any recent trades. All right, that's it for now. More free analysis and material you can find at elitecurrency.com. We've got a lot of things to discover, so I hope that you check out our website. In any case, thanks for joining. See you on the weekend with the new video and wish you good trading. Cheers.